see the winners of 7 straight, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Marshall's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well.
Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Running behind that left side.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's Alexander. It's on target and complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Georgia State's offense will go to work for the first time today. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Lindsey. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab on the shot. Off and running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He'll toss it. Inside the 25. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Dropping back, it's Alexander. They're setting up the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
14, Marshall, 0.
So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quickly complete. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Marshall quick to the line. Pulls and fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
With the catch, it's Finley.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in down the sideline. Hits the crease. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Herd!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to blow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And here comes the offense on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Marshall looking for the score on first and goal. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the goal line. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. On the move. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. Fourth down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. A lot of yardage in front of them. First and 10 from their own 19. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. And the Panthers getting set on first and 10.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Bought a little time, lets it go. Working that left side now. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense...
Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Georgia State hoping to convert on 4th down here. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Here's the give off the left side. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Alexander. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the 1st. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. They're going to ride this running back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
A big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Georgia State jumps back to the line.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The Thundering Herd opens the final period here on 2nd down. The play action fake. He's in open space downfield. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Alexander. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Crosses the 40. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Unloads to the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown, Marshall! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. The give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
To the ground. He's got it again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw. It's Lindsey. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Panthers are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you...
Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Snagged out of the air. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
I'll say this, not a lot of coaching staffs out there would want to go for it on 4th down with the lead here late in the game, but they're going to stay aggressive. They just believe in their own players to go out and execute, and they did it right there.
Let's go! Let's go!
Now they'll run the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to the ground with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Georgia State jumps back to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36.
Will take over 1st and 10.
One more play to pad the stats.
22 water! 22 water!
To the air. It's Alexander. Under fire. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like...